Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's pretty much universally loved, right? Ice cream. But have you ever stopped to think about the story behind it? I mean, really think about it? Turns out every single scoop has this incredible, sprawling history that goes back thousands of years, across empires and continents. It's wild. So let's get into it. I mean, just think about it for a second. It doesn't matter what you call it, gelato, Donderma, or just good old ice cream. This stuff is pure joy in a bowl. It's what you crave on a hot day, it's comfort food when you need it, and it's pretty much at every single celebration, isn't it? It feels like it's always been here, a totally modern treat. So that's the big question. Where did this all come from? I mean, way back before freezers, before the sound of the ice cream truck was a thing, before any of that, this whole idea had to start somewhere. And you know what? The answer is going to take us way, way further back than you're probably thinking. Okay, so let's do it. Our trip back in time starts right now. We're going to see how this thing went from like a basic mix of snow and fruit to the absolute global sensation it is today. We're going to hit four key spots on this timeline. We'll kick things off in ancient China and Rome, then jump to the Middle Ages to see how things really started to change. After that, we'll see how the 1800s completely revolutionized everything, and then we'll bring it all home to today. All right, first stop, the very, very beginning. We're talking more than 2,000 years ago. And what's really cool is that the first flicker of this idea for a frozen dessert didn't just pop up in one place. It was happening in a few different ancient civilizations at the same time. And this is what blows my mind. You've got these two massive empires, literally worlds apart, and they both stumble onto a super similar idea. So over in ancient China, they're mixing up milk, rice, and snow into this, well, creamy frozen concoction. At the same time, in Rome, you have Emperor Nero, who was, a bit extra, sending teams of people running to the mountains to bring back snow. Can you imagine? A huge undertaking, all so he could have it flavored with fruits and honey. Now, this wasn't ice cream as we know it, not even close, but you can totally see it as the first rough draft. So for a long, long time, that was pretty much the concept. Flavored ice. But then the world starts getting a little more connected. Traders and explorers are moving around, and they're bringing ideas with them. The recipe starts to travel, and when it hits Europe, it's about to get a serious upgrade. This is where things get interesting. It's all about new techniques and ingredients. You have Arab influence in places like Sicily, bringing in sugarcane, and, crucially, a new way to freeze things, using salt with the ice to get the temperature way down. Then you have Italian trendsetters, like Catherine de' Medici, who took this idea and ran with it, making it super popular. And what they created was this refined, smooth, icy dessert that we now call sorbet. I mean, this was a huge, huge leap forward. We're talking a whole new level of texture and flavor. Okay, so once you have sorbet, adding cream to get what we'd call ice cream isn't a huge jump, right? But here's the catch. For a really long time, this stuff was so exclusive, almost nobody could get their hands on it. So the next chapter in our story is all about how it went from being this royal treat to something for everybody. So as ice cream starts making its way through Europe and over to America, it was basically the ultimate luxury item. Think about it. To even make it, you needed a ton of effort. You had to get ice, which was not easy to find or keep from melting, and you needed a lot of people to do the work. It was a huge flex. It became this thing that showed how wealthy and powerful you are. It was served at these insane banquets for kings, like Charles II of England, who had it at a royal feast way back in 1671. So what finally changed? Well, a couple of things in the 1800s that were absolute game changers. First, people figured out how to build insulated ice houses. Suddenly, you could harvest ice in the winter and store it all year long. Ice went from being a rare luxury to just a thing you could buy. Then came the hand-cranked freezer, which made it so much easier and quicker to actually produce the ice cream. And this wasn't just about a dessert, This was about taking something that was only for the rich and powerful and making it available to pretty much everyone. It was huge. Okay, so we've come a long way, haven't we? From ancient flavored snow to a treat for kings, and now, finally, a dessert for the masses. So let's connect all those dots and see how that crazy long journey leads straight to the cone you might be enjoying right now. Seriously, just let that sink in. There are over 2,000 years of history, of trial and error and innovation packed into every single scoop. The creaminess, the flavor, everything, it's all standing on the shoulders of centuries of history. And what's the result of all that history? It's the insane variety we have today, right?
That Italian passion for artistry, you can taste it in gelato. That American knack for convenience and fun, that's where we get soft serve, ice cream cones, and sundaes. Think about it. What started as just snow and milk in ancient China has exploded into this global phenomenon with endless flavors. It's basically a blank canvas for chefs and creators everywhere.
So really, it all comes down to this. Every single step on that journey mattered. From Emperor Nero's guys running up mountains for snow to the inventors who figured out how to make it for everyone. So the next time you're enjoying a scoop of your favorite flavor, just take a second. Remember, you're not just eating a dessert. You're tasting the awesome end result of a 2,000-year-long journey of human creativity. Makes you wonder, what's the next chapter going to taste like?